I hate this channel.
No! No!
To celebrate the announcement of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, we're going to take a look at the shiny objects, the currency of the game. What are those things exactly? Well, let's find out together, shall we? I'm Q, and this is Super Theory Brothers.
No! This is Patrick!
Before we start unraveling this mystery, please allow me to say that Battle for Bikini Bottom is one of the best SpongeBob games ever made. Whether you are a wedgie bungee jumping sponge, or a Spider-Man swinging squirrel,
I'm Spider-Man.
or a powerful power star, you will enjoy this game. Both the sliding levels and the platform levels are a blast to play through. If you don't know what shiny objects are, or what Battle for Bikini Bottom is in general, let me explain. I don't blame you, the game is very new. Okay, the game isn't new, but just in case you don't know, I'm going to say it anyway. First, the story. The game starts with Plankton saying that he will get the Krabby Patty formula by using his new machine, the Duplicatotron 3000, that can spawn infinite amount of robots. But when they come out of the machine, however, Plankton realizes he forgot to put the switch to obey. What? Why would there be a don't obey site? Why would he make it that way? Anyway, at the same time this happens, both SpongeBob and Patrick are playing with robots, and they wish they would come alive, so they have living robots to play with. The next day, robots are causing havoc in Bikini Bottom, so it's up to them and Sandy to stop them. Pretty straightforward plot. Battle for Bikini Bottom is a collectathon 3D platformer where you can explore Bikini Bottom and other familiar places of the show. The original Battle for Bikini Bottom was created by Heavy Iron Studios, whereas the remake, Rehydrated, was created by Purple Lamp Studios.
Oh, SpongeBob, how am I gonna feed my brain when all you have is your fancy bubbly water? Well, it'll have to do.
In order to go into the chum bucket and stop the robots, ending the story, 70 golden spatulas have to be collected. Like I said before, it's a collectathon. You can collect golden spatulas to enter new locations, socks to trade with Patrick to get more spatulas, and shiny objects. The thing we'll be focusing on today. Shiny objects are used as currency in the game. They're all over the place. Oh yeah. They come in 5 different colors: yellow, green, red, blue, and purple. You can use them to either open new areas or to buy some golden spatulas from Mr. Krabs.
So, do you want to trade shiny objects for a golden spatula?
Or whoever this guy is. This last one will be very helpful in solving this mystery. By the way, according to my sources, the reason why we don't hear Clancy Brown's voice on Mr. Krabs is that Clancy Brown, the official voice actor of Mr. Krabs, asks more money to do the same job as the other voice actors. Heavy Iron Studios didn't have that budget, so they just went with Joe White. Joe White also did Mermaid Man's voice because the official voice actor of Mermaid Man, Ernest Borgnine, couldn't show up in the recording studio. Believe me, you can tell the difference.
I'm right here! Don't worry, good citizens! Nothing will stop me from defeating the evil!
Who is it? Man Ray? The atomic flounder? The dirty bubble?
Let's continue solving the mystery, shall we? We will use Mr. Krabs' trading business to identify the currency of one shiny object in the real world. In order to obtain your first golden spatula, you have to pay 3,000 shiny objects. We only use the first trade because we know that Mr. Krabs would raise the price if the demand was high. He's a businessman after all.
Hello! I like money!
To find the value of one shiny object, we need to find the value of a golden spatula in real world currency. But what is a golden spatula worth? To know that, we first need to know the value of a golden spatula. We can position SpongeBob next to one and use him as our ruler, because we know from his driver's license that SpongeBob is about 4 inches tall. With this method, we know that the spatula is 5 inches long, the long handle being 4 inches and the flat top being 1 inch and 0.25 inches wide. But we run into a problem. Spatulas are no regular shapes, so we have to use our noggin to solve this problem. Let's speed this part up for you folks. Let's cut the spatula in two, so we have two parts. One being a long cylindrical and rectangle shape, and the other a bar-shaped part. We're going to assume that the rectangular part is also cylindrical, so we have one big cylindrical part. This would be more volume than it actually would be, but we can even things out by doing the following. Let's use the radius of the now cylindrical part, and leave the bigger handle part that we don't insert in our calculations, as it is. This would be less volume than it actually is. At the end, the inequality got cancelled. Knowing that the width is 0.25 inches, we find that the radius of the cylinder is about 0.125 inches. The length of the handle is 4 inches long. This is our height. Using the formula pi times radius squared times height to calculate the volume of a cylinder, we find a volume of about 0.200 cubic inches, or about 3.22 cubic centimeters. That's not a lot. You know, 1 cubic inch is roughly 1 tablespoon.
The stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, maybe it is stupid, but it's also dumb.
We can multiply times the density of pure gold. The density of gold at room temperature is about 19.32 grams per cubic centimeter. What gives us the mass of the cylindrical part we are talking about? 62.16 grams of gold. Now we're looking for the volume of the bar part. It is still 0.125 inches wide, and the length is, with some measurements, 75 of an inch. Using the formula, we found that the volume is about 0.094 cubic inches, or about 1.54 cubic centimeters. Again, if you multiply this times the density of gold, we find 29.68 grams of gold. The mass of both parts together make for a whopping 91.84 grams of gold. But what are 94.84 grams of gold worth in the real world? Well, after looking it up, it turns out that people are willing to pay not a lot for just 1 gram of gold in 2003, the release date of the game.
Never seen Mr. Krabs so broken up.
333.75 American dollars per ounce, or converted 11.7 American dollars per gram to be exact. Don't get me wrong, that's still something. But knowing that today's value of gold is around 54.51 American dollars per gram. Yeah. Back to the theory. We only need to multiply the total mass by the gold value per gram, and we get a final result of 1080.96 American dollars. Knowing that you pay 3000 shiny objects for an object that has a value of around 1080.96 dollars, we find that one shiny object is about 36 pennies. So that's not much. If a substance is very cheap, that most often means that their presence is very frequent. And what do we see in the game? Lots and lots of shiny objects. We know from the game that they come in 5 different colors. So we're looking for a not so rare sea plant that comes in 5 different colors. The only thing that I could find that meets these conditions is this meme.
Imagination.
And I also found something that isn't just a plant, but a flower. The anemone. Anemones, who aren't that rare, are known for their various color palettes and their sticky nature to the seafloor and coral reefs. And what do we see in the game? Various color palettes where red, yellow, green, blue, and purple are all a possibility, and their sticky nature is present in the game. After touching them, they will stick to you and you will collect them. But there is a catch. In order to be collected by one of the gang, SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Gary, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, or Roboplankton, the anemones have to be dead. When you rip an anemone from its location, it will automatically die, if not conserved properly. People do this so they can eat them. Yeah, people really eat anemones. They pay a lot of money for that price, which is $13 for one anemone.
It's quite good on toast.
Our anemones are a bit smaller, so that means they're a bit less. So that was Mr. Krabs' plan all this time.
Talking about cold hard flipping cash. It's the mighty movie dollar. Did you see her, boy? I got her. Here she comes.
And there you have it, folks. Now you all know what Mr. Krabs' shiny object business really is. Let's hope that the remake is at least as fun as the original.
Most important meal of the day, serving it up Gary's way.
Where is he? Rocket. Where is he?
Moment of truth, Connor. What are you gonna do? This cheese by myself.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to let us know in the comments what game or movie we should analyze next. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. See you guys next time.